This podcast replay is brought to you by AccidentLawFirm.com. For truck, motorcycle, and rideshare accidents, call Bobby Nunez, 305-444-4407. AccidentLawFirm.com.
We have Sean O'Connell for you, sir.
I like it. Sean O'Connell, Fight Nation, Sirius XM host, kind enough to join us now. We'll talk a little bit about Conor McGregor making his return. Sean, good afternoon, sir. Thank you for accommodating us.
Yeah, I heard that your voice is giving out on you. That's not a good time. All right, so let's get through this. Let's talk some Conor. Let's talk some Cowboy. What do you got?
Yeah, no, thank you, my brother, because we started at 10:30, and I'm already running out of gas. It's actually sounding a little better than it was like 20 minutes ago. But, all right, so let's get into this. McGregor comes back, and when I look at a guy that's 36-13, and I know Cerrone's a really tough dude, but to the average person, they're saying, okay, did he set this up with a tomato can to kind of fine-tune things? What would you tell folks out there?
Well, if you're calling Donald Cerrone a tomato can, you haven't been paying attention to the mixed martial arts world. I know that he's coming off back-to-back loss, Cowboy is. But look at the guys that he's lost to in his last two fights. Justin Gaethje and Tony Ferguson. You're talking about two top 5 guys.
Right.
Is Cowboy a title contender? Is Cowboy going to ever hold that UFC belt above his head? Probably not. But this is a guy, I don't like to use the term gatekeeper. Fighters don't like it, right? It's a pejorative. But he's like the ultimate gatekeeper. He's a guy that, if you beat Cowboy Cerrone, you belong in the conversation for something important. If you can't beat Cowboy, that's fine. You're still a good fighter. You're still UFC caliber. But this is an elite guy. Is he losing a step? Maybe at this age.
Yeah,
but anyone who wants to call Cowboy a tomato can is just up in the night.
I told my buddy that called him a tomato can, and I go, dude, he's a tough guy. He actually could beat Conor. I mean, I know he probably won't, but don't be shocked if he actually does. He's a tough guy, man. He's one of those guys. It's like when you switch over to the Spanish channels in the middle of the night and you're seeing those Mexican boxers and you see those two guys going at it, and brother, you need 2x4s to knock each other out because those are tough dudes. That's what I tried to explain to my boy, that's what Cowboy Cerrone is. He's like one of those Mexican fighters, dude. You're gonna have to hit him with a 2x4 in order to knock him out.
That's right. He's just one of those guys that if you're not elite, you can't put him away.
Right.
Can you beat him? Can you outpoint him? Well, I guess you can try, but that's not Conor's style. Conor needs to be able to knock people out. And will he be able to land the long left hand against Cowboy? Probably, maybe. If Conor himself hasn't lost a step, being away, running his companies, worrying about being a promoter, worrying about, his whiskey, all that stuff. I mean, Conor is a businessman, a brand in and of itself right now. Is he still a pure fighter? We'll find out with a fight like this. Because Cowboy is a lot of things, but first and foremost, he is a pure fighter. And he's actually got a more well-rounded skill set than Conor McGregor does. He's a better wrestler, and he's way better at jiu-jitsu than Conor is.
I think it was like Rocky 3, maybe it was Rocky 2, when Mick turns to Rock and says, you've become human, because he got into money and he was doing all the promos and the magazines and all of that. Am I hearing that from you, Sean? That you think maybe Conor McGregor became a little more human now that he had $100 million put into his pockets?
I don't know how you could not be a little more human in a situation like he's in. He's an international mega celebrity. He's got generational type money. The guy gets to do whatever he wants, wherever he wants. He's to the point now, where people are coming after him with made-up stories. People coming out of woodwork saying that, Conor, this is your child, and he has to do DNA tests to prove that's not the case, right? He's gotten to that level of fame. That has to affect your day-to-day. That has to affect your ability to focus and train as a pure fighter. Just the time necessary to prepare for a fight with a guy like Donald Cerrone, you got to be in the gym 6 hours a day, usually spaced out over 2 to 3 sessions, right? Does Conor McGregor have that kind of time as the head of a multinational brand? I don't know.
Now, let me ask you something, Sean. He hasn't won a fight since, 2016? Is that the case?
Correct.
That's a long time, my brother. That is, wow. That you have taken a lot of time off. Your last couple of fights have been losses. The last fight, you took a beating. I mean, Khabib just pounded the crap out of him. And let me tell you, if he wants to set up a fight down the line with Masvidal, I think Masvidal is going to kick his ass too, on top of all of that. Now, Sean, do you have an example of a guy that's been this dormant and coming off 2 losses and has been able to recapture his championship form?
Now, off the top of my head, I can't think of anyone who's been able to do that. I mean, you saw George St. Pierre take a long layoff and come back and win a middleweight championship. But that's a different breed, right? That's a different guy, and that he wasn't coming off losses. Now, the thing about Conor McGregor that people fail to appreciate is there's something different about this guy mentally, right?
Yeah.
Because every stage of his career, people doubted his ability to continue to win. We doubted his ability to beat Chad Mendes because he wasn't a good enough wrestler. We doubted his ability to beat Jose Aldo because Aldo was unbeatable at the time. He lost to Nate Diaz because he went up in weight and because he underestimated the toughness of a guy like Nate Diaz. He won the rematch, controversial enough, and then he smoked Eddie Alvarez, who's one of the best 155-pounders in the history of the world. But what we've seen most recently from Conor McGregor is him swimming in a different ocean. He got in there with Khabib Nurmagomedov, who's the scariest guy on the planet probably at any weight right now,
Yes.
undefeated UFC champion. And Conor tried to sell that fight, tried to brand that fight, tried to offend Khabib, tried to get the trash talk going. And he has to pay those consequences. And I got to believe that there was a wake-up call somewhere in there that Conor was like, you know what? There are certain guys in this game who don't care about the money like I do, who don't care about the fame like I do, who take my insults seriously and who are coming to take my head off. And Khabib was certainly that guy. I don't think Cowboy is on Khabib's level when it comes to his seriousness and the earnestness with which he takes, the insults and things like that. But he's a different animal in and of himself. Cowboy is a fighter through and through and through. He's got some popularity. He's a brand, kind of like Conor is. But Conor's here to be a showman. Conor's here to be a celebrity. Conor's here to be a multimillionaire. Cowboy will fight you for free. And I don't know if Conor really has that in him anymore. So that's what scares me about this matchup if I'm in Conor's camp.
Why is he staying up? What is it, like close to 170, right? He's fighting?
Yeah, this is a welterweight fight. This is to me, it's ill-advised.
Okay.
Conor's at his best at 155 pounds. I think he's too big now to make 145, which is where he started his career, right? When you're a little bit younger, it's easier to make those weight cuts. We all flesh out and fill out a little bit as we get older. Conor's into his 30s now, so I think 155 pounds is probably his best weight class. At 170, I understand, if he beats Cowboy, then he can call out Masvidal, and Masvidal doesn't have to talk about cutting down to 155 pounds. There's another money fight there, potentially, right on the horizon. But at 155 pounds, Conor is in his more natural element. At 170 pounds, and we saw this when he fought Nate Diaz both times, he doesn't have the knockout power at 170 pounds that he does at 145 or 155 pounds. Because those guys are bigger. Those guys have better chins. Those guys have stronger neck muscles. Those guys can just wear more damage. And Cowboy is one of those guys who's big enough. He's fought at 55 also, but he's big enough, he's strong enough that Conor's not going to knock him out with a single left hand. He's going to have to put volume punches together. And that has never been Conor McGregor's game. He's always been a sniper. He's always relied on that big left hand to kind of punctuate the night, to finish it out. Sure, he'll set it up with his right hand a little bit. He'll set it up with a boxing combination. But he's always relied on that big left hand. He landed it on Nate Diaz several times in that first fight, and Diaz got bloody, but he shrugged it off. You got to believe that Cowboy is dangerous in that way as well.
When you look at him staying in this weight, is that where Masvidal is? Is that why he wants to kind of stay in this area to stay prepared for Masvidal?
Well, there's two reasons, I think. If you don't put yourself back into the mix at 155 pounds, you avoid some of the nastiest matchups that are really unwinnable for Conor McGregor. The Khabib rematch, he knows he doesn't want that rematch.
No.
He can't win that fight. He knows it. Tony Ferguson, he can't beat Tony Ferguson. He doesn't have the skill set because Tony's wrestling is almost as good as Khabib's. Tony's jiu-jitsu is way better than both Khabib and Conor's. So, I mean, at 155 pounds, there's a potential fight with Justin Gaethje, which I think would be a fan favorite. People would really enjoy that, and that's obviously very winnable for Conor because Gaethje's the kind of guy who's going to get into those firefight exchanges, and he's going to wear a couple. But at 155 pounds, it's more dangerous in terms of the talent at the top that would be legitimately calling out Conor McGregor for these fights. At 170 pounds, Cowboy's very dangerous. Masvidal is very dangerous. Conor could very well lose both of those fights. They're not guaranteed losses. Conor goes into that one as a heavy betting underdog because that's what would happen against the Ferguson, against the Khabib, and maybe even against the Gaethje. I think that's why 170 pounds is his path right now.
Sean O'Connell, by the way, from Fight Nation, Sirius XM, joining us. Let me ask you, Masvidal, if he wants a fight with Masvidal, how do you see that one ending?
Again, Masvidal is a big dude comparatively, right? Conor's tall. Conor's got broad shoulders, but he's slight of frame. That's not true of Jorge Masvidal. So you're going into a fight completely outsized, and you're going in against a guy who's got a dynamic skill set, who's pretty well-rounded, and who's going to be able to take the punishment of your power, and that really is Conor's number one skill set. Well, I'd say that he's split to 50-50. His accuracy and his power, particularly in the left hand, would make him super dangerous. And yeah, can he hurt a guy like Cowboy Cerrone? Of course. Can he hurt a guy like Jorge Masvidal? Sure. But can you put together the cardio, the complete performance, the takedown defense, the jiu-jitsu skills if you need to, in order to get out of a second, third, fourth round against guys like that? I'm not convinced, because Conor McGregor has not shown us that in his fight career. Aside from the rematch with Nate Diaz, he has not recently put on a complete performance where guys got in on his legs, sprawled effectively, he avoided takedowns, or he got up from the bottom after being taken down. I think that these bigger guys at 175 pounds, Masvidal included, are going to put him in deep water.
Sean, we'll wrap it up with this. Sean O'Connell does an excellent job on Sirius XM. Make sure you follow my man Sean. Now, Sean, another loss, okay? Like we talk about Cowboy and how he's got 13 losses and he continues his career, but Conor is a guy that has made his living on bravado and all this stuff and talking. You are another loss. You now become what's my man's name? Shane, the one that runs on ESPN, always talking, and he loses 4,000 times. What's his name?
Chael Sonnen.
Yeah, you all of a sudden become the next Chael Sonnen because now you start talking and losing. That you lose all credibility. You lose everything that you were as Conor McGregor, and that's. Is he walking that fine line right now? Because he can't be Chael Sonnen. He will lose everything that way because Chael's kind of a character. We already accepted him that way. Like, he's the guy that runs his mouth, and we know he's tough, but we also know he's going to lose a lot in the octagon. He knows it. We know it. Okay, it's a running joke. Let's move on. With Conor, everything, your marketing, who you are, everything else, another loss could be absolutely devastating to your brand. Am I right or am I wrong here?
You know, it's a worthy argument. The thing is, though, I thought that was going to be the case after Conor made his big run of dominance, right, at 145 pounds, and he crossed over, and he lost to Nate Diaz. That's when the bubble burst, right? Mm-hmm. Because it was just like, oh, you get this guy on the ground, you get your arms around his neck, he's going to tap out just like anyone else. The sort of veil of fake immortality disappeared from Conor McGregor in that moment. But are we talking about anybody else today, 3 years later? No, we're talking about Conor McGregor. His brand hasn't really suffered because of that loss. And surprisingly, it didn't even suffer much from the embarrassing loss to Khabib Nurmagomedov, because instead of saying, wow, Conor really stinks, rightfully so, what we focused on is like, oh my gosh, Khabib is a savage. That guy's he's just on a different plane. He's a different animal. So it's not, losing is obviously never good for any fighter. If you lose to Donald Cerrone, that's a little bit different than losing to Khabib. But I gotta feel like in this new era of the UFC, where showmanship trumps ability, showmanship trumps dominance, showmanship trumps really everything right now in the UFC, Conor McGregor is kind of the best at it. He's the brand that we all tune in to see. He's the guy that we all want to know what he's doing next. He's the guy that crossed over into boxing by talking his way into a fight with arguably the greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time. He had no business being in that ring, but he convinced people he belonged there, and so he got a $100 million fight out of it. Conor McGregor is his own entity. He is his own individual brand, independent of the UFC, independent of Floyd Mayweather, independent of proper whiskey. Conor McGregor and that star will shine. I think even if he loses 2 or 3, 4 in a row, he just has that thing about him, and it's frustrating. As a guy who knows how costly it is for every other fighter to even lose one fight, that guys like him are immortal in terms of their fight records. But I got to give him props at the same time, because he's secured himself a legacy that nobody else has.
Sean, we'll wrap it up with this one. What the hell does he say at the end of that proper whiskey commercial? Is that like bottoms up or something in Irish? What the hell is that line?
I think it's cheers in Gaelic. I think that's what he's saying.
Okay, I've been dying for somebody to fill me in on that one, because I have no idea. Every time he does that, it's like, what the hell are you saying? I would imagine it's like, cheers or something. That's what it seems like.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm a bad Irishman. I don't drink his whiskey, so I'm not as well informed as I should be as a guy named Sean O'Connell, but I'm sure someone knows the answer to that.
It's all right. Hey, I got another guy that's got Irish background beside me. He has no idea what the hell he's saying also at the end of that commercial.
Blah, blah. That's what he's saying.
Yeah, exactly. So both Irish guys that are with me here are completely baffled by Conor. It's awesome. That is awesome. Sean, thank you for taking some time, my brother, to talk a little bit about this. Look forward to having you on again. Excellent stuff.
All right. Talk soon. Thanks.
You got it, baby. Be good. There you go. Sean O'Connell, man. Good stuff there. Wow. He says something there, and I don't know what the hell he's saying at the end of that commercial. I have no idea, but it seems like it's a bottoms-up, cheers type of thing. Whatever. I don't know. So at least that's what it seems like. And by the way,
it might be drink the whole bottle.
Could be.
That way
you'll buy another one.
Yeah, and Irish people, just go ahead and drink the whole bottle,
Okay, go ahead. Well, you're Irish. You can jam on the Irish. Real OC Sports, by the way, if you want to follow my man Sean O'Connell, Real OC Sports on Twitter. There you go. So good stuff there. We appreciate him taking some time here on the program.